Hi guys, happy Sunday. How are you? Today I am going to make some donuts as I posted earlier. I love donuts. Now I've seen a picture of these. I'm kind of that person that likes to see a picture of something, and if it looks good, I'm thinking it's going to be good. Now these, I'll be honest, don't look the greatest, but they have rave reviews, and my niece has made them and said they're delicious. So I got the recipe from her this morning, and I thought I'm going to come on here and do them. So I haven't tasted them yet, but they get great reviews, and like I said, my niece loves them. So it's very few ingredients. I'm going to do it all in my Vitamix. We're going to start with the wet ingredients first, and that is, let's see, I'm going to double this recipe because it only makes 6 donuts. Hey Larry, how are you? Happy Sunday. I'm going to use some maple syrup. It asks for a 1/3 cup. I don't like my stuff really sweet, so I'm going to put, so really I'd need 2/3 cups. I'm going to put a little less than that, maybe 1/2 cup. And I don't measure, you know that. And then we're going to put some almond milk, or you could use, yes, exactly, Larry. I have regular almond milk that I have, but I also use this sometimes. It's pecan milk, and this has a maple flavor, and I decided I'm going to make these kind of mapley tasting, so I am going to use this. So this calls for a 1/3 cup, so I'm doubling it, so 2/3 cup. And like I said, I probably should measure this, but 1/3, 2/3, I'm so my mother. And then some vanilla, but I'm going to use maple extract to give it that maple flavor. 1 teaspoon, so I'll put 2 teaspoons of that in there. Around that. Okay, so I measured nothing so far. Hopefully they turn out. Okay, I did measure out my oat flour because I had to make it myself. I just threw some oats in here and blended it up until I got double the recipe, which is 1.5 cups, and I just put it all in here. You can also buy it in the store already ground up into a flour, but the Vitamix does an excellent job. So those are all my wet ingredients. I am gonna blend that up real quick. And where's my lid? Here it is. Okay, I don't know why, because it's okay, here we go. Hang tight. Okay, now we're gonna add the dry ingredients and do the same thing. So here's my 1.5 cup of oat flour. We're not gonna put our chia seeds in. Oh, I forgot my baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons. Baking powder and baking soda I do measure, because that can make or break your recipe. Where are my measuring spoons? We'll just have to use a regular teaspoon. So this calls for, let's see, 1.5 teaspoons. So that's 3 teaspoons of this. That would have been a disaster. 2. Seems an awful lot, but following the recipe. Okay, 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Now we're gonna put a little bit of salt in there. Just meant to do that. And then some cinnamon. It asks for a 1/4 teaspoon, double it. That's 1/2 teaspoon. So I'm just gonna measure, kind of. Okay, I think that's everything. Let me just double check. The chia seeds will go in last, so let me just mix this all up. Okay, so now we're just gonna add the chia seeds and blend that for like 5 more seconds. It asks for 1/2 cup, so I'm doubling it. That'll be 1 cup. Chia seeds, so good for you. High in fiber, great in omegas. Really good if you make a pudding out of it, and you can make that the night before, which is really helpful with meal prepping. If you're one of those people that has a hard time getting breakfast in the morning because you just don't have the time, make some chia pudding the night before. It's really easy. You just put some chia seeds in with some almond milk or regular milk if you drink regular milk, and then a little bit of maple syrup, and then just put it in there, mix it up, put it in overnight. In the morning you have like a pudding. Let me concentrate. Let me make sure I'm putting it up. Okay, so a cup of chia seeds, because I'm doubling it. And I just have these ones right here, Nutella. But there's so many different breads out there. This is just going to be a 5 seconds. Hang tight. I'm going to just give it a quick stir. And do one more blend, and then I will put it in my, so not everyone has a donut tin. I do, of course. Not that. Okay, so that's all mixed up. I don't know if you can really tell what it looks like. There it is. Okay, so if you don't, just use like a little mini muffin tin like this. That'll work too. And this is my donut maker. So it can be a little bit messy so I'm gonna use like a little tablespoon to fill it up, and it's gonna be a little time consuming, but if you want the donut thingy, that's what you gotta do. So benefits of chia seeds, good question, Larry, is, as I said earlier, tons of fiber in them, good in omegas, protein, carbs. You can pretty much add chia seeds into anything, any of your shakes or anything like that. The only thing, keep in mind, it makes it kind of gelatinous. So if you don't like that feeling in a shake, you got to drink your shake quickly. So I'm just going to scoop it out of there. And as you can see, it's a little bit, with the donut, it would be easier to do it in a muffin tin because you can just pour it in there, but I wanted to make donuts and I wanted to make them look fancy. So I'm gonna take some time here and just fill them all up. And then I just sprayed this with some coconut oil. You can spray it with whatever you normally use. Just make sure you spray it with something so they don't stick. So I will, at the end, did I spray the tub? What tub, Larry? You would spray these too, but I'm not using this. Oh, tin. Yes, I sprayed this with coconut oil. Maybe, yeah, sorry. Sometimes the comments get delayed, so hopefully I'm not repeating myself. Anyways, I'm gonna bake these in the oven. I should put my oven on at 300. And you bake for 22 to 26 minutes, but obviously just put a toothpick in, make sure it comes out clean. And that's about it. They're super healthy for you. I will post a picture as soon as they're done and out of the oven and cooled off. There's also a little recipe at the end for coconut whipped cream. And that is super simple. You just take a can of full fat cream coconut milk, put it in the fridge for like 4 or 5 hours or overnight, and then you'll get that cream stuff at the top and you just whip that up. It's like regular whipping cream. I think she adds a little bit of coconut and some lemon, which I could do, but we'll see. You could also just put, if you want to put something on them, drizzle some peanut butter, almond butter, or just put some jam on them. You can try them different ways. I haven't tried them yet, so I will let you know what I think of them, but they've got really good reviews. So that's about it, everyone. Happy Sunday. Thanks for jumping on. Please feel free to share this with anyone you'd like. I'd like to share all my little recipes. And feel free to measure as well. All right, have a good day, you guys.